I need to find a better website for the upcoming movies.
Why?
I fucked up. I fucked
Yeah, you
up.
said The Shaft.
I know.
coming out
It
in
was
cinemas,
on the list.
and it was on Netflix.
It was on
I
the
looked it up
list.
the other day.
Mm.
I looked it up the other day.
What did you?
And that's pretty interesting. I haven't watched it just yet, but like the series itself started in like the 70s with, and like
John Shaft. I think.
senior John Shaft or whatever is in this one, and in the last, apparently the last one wasn't, or the last two weren't comedies, and this one's like obviously doing the 22 Jump Street thing. And
Oh, really?
yeah,
Well, that's
being
all right.
like a massive. I'm happy with comedies. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sam Jackson is great.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
I expect that.
Excellent. I have press record.
Oh, you have
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Okay.
Well, no. I do have some disappointing news.
Oh.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Two's Company Three's podcast. We got some
Some
great
disappointing
news.
That video we published on the Facebook page is legit, and we have quit. Okay, thanks, guys. Appreciate it. No. But in all seriousness, Dylan, the other day I got a text message while I was out from my mother, and she told me that I left something out the back, and the dog knocked it off the table.
Oh man,
Yeah,
you broke your mug.
one of my two. There's a reason I got two.
There's a reason you bought two.
But
Oh,
yes, one of the 5 mugs in existence is now dead.
Oh, well, there goes
And
one out of
buried
the TCTP mugs that we've
I
been
know.
harping on about for the last 3 or 4 weeks, or even longer.
I know.
You've even got it in a little Ziploc bag.
It's heartbreaking.
That's
And
depressing.
it's covered in mold now. Ew.
Oh, yuck.
Ugh.
What'd you
Yeah.
have in at the time? Coffee or something? Or just fucking whatever?
Yeah, coffee.
Coffee. Yeah, right.
Coffee.
Well, Natalia in Canada, Newfoundland,
Newfoundland,
when you get your mug, don't leave it out for the dogs or the kids to knock over or whatever, because these things are apparently fragile.
I didn't even know if I wanted her to drink out of it. Just put it in a trophy cabinet away.
And leave it.
It is now one of 4 mugs in the world.
One of 4
Yeah.
TCTP mugs.
Oh, porcelain pleasure.
Porcelain pleasure. Yes, very good. Well,
Yeah.
cool. Welcome back to another episode of Two's Company Three's
you
podcast.
cut me off, you asshole.
So you were about to say something. I was like,
Yes.
I gotta get...
I feel the need for speed. Top Gun, 1986.
Speaking of Top Gun, we were
Yes.
talking about Val Kilmer a little while ago.
We were.
And we were talking shit about how we kind of don't want him to see him in main roles anymore. And I told you about what I discovered recently about Val Kilmer and how I felt super bad about what we were saying. We did have respect for him in that episode, but after seeing what I saw, I was like, oh man, it cut me real deep.
No, I know. I feel like there was some... It wasn't really personal barbs, like you said. Like, we weren't savage on him. It was just like, his name value is non-existent now.
decreased in
But at the
comparison
same
to
time,
before. Yeah.
seeing what he's been through personally, it's like...
Yeah, so for those who
maybe-
haven't known, Val Kilmer went through like a serious case of throat cancer. According to Wikipedia and those kind of sources, like he didn't really reveal much. But if you go into his Instagram, there's videos of him speaking and what he looks like these days, and he's changed completely.
Well,
and
not
his
by
voice
choice.
is all changed as well. Like
Yeah.
he can't even fucking really speak at this point.
It's heartbreaking. I know there's like more tragic things in the world, but seeing somebody who was at like the top of the game, action wise and stuff like that, and seeing that he's gone through these struggles, it
was like a peak physical specimen in like the 80s and 90s. And,
it's rough, man. It's rough. But,
yeah, and he was supposed to be in the Top Gun sequel that was being produced or whatever at this point in time. So apparently he's still interested in doing that. I just don't know how that's going to work. Unless he somehow turns it around.
As bad as it sounds, I can't see them wanting to put that on screen.
Yeah, I know, and it sucks. It's heartbreaking.
No,
So, Val Kilmer, mate, I know you're listening.
Yeah.
I do very much apologise. If what we've said is a bit rough, but we want to see you back. But at the same time, it's just like
I know,
tough break, man.
Because especially in a place, a modern age like we are now with internet trolls and stuff like that, and people being able to say whatever they want anonymously, I don't know if it's worth like that kind of.
Well, you go on his
anguish for
Instagram
him,
and like you look at the comments, and there's a lot of support, but there's also a lot of hate. Like people are saying, "How the fuck did this guy play Batman?" It's like they obviously don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's that 13-year-old with no idea about the past, just
No
hearing
fucking
that
idea.
he used to be Batman, and then they go to check him out, and they're like, "This guy's fucking retarded" or something like.
Yeah,
I'm not saying that. That's not a quote, but yeah.
Yeah, but
No.
in other sort of news regarding like cancer and things like that, obviously, off on a great start to episode 12. My name is Dylan, along with my co-host.
Oh yeah, Mitch Hellenbach.
Mitch Hellenbach. Another person who's been recently diagnosed with throat cancer, who I'm a massive fan of, is Dave Mustaine.
Oh really?
Lead singer and songwriter of Megadeth. Yeah, he put it on his Instagram that he still talks fine, but he's been diagnosed with it. Yeah.
Man,
right in the middle of recording and writing their next album.
I was about to say, like, that's his job.
Yeah.
It involves his throat, like everything that he does. So, fuck, that's rough, man.
So we'll
that's
see.
Rough. Man, this is a depressing start. The broken mug.
Yeah, a broken mug, cancer,
Man.
and another thing to kick off the episode about things being depressing.
Wonderful segue.
Yeah, I saw Men in Black International 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
And it sucked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that your segue then was cancer, things that suck, Men in Black 3. It's like, yep, it's up there. It's up there on that list.
Yeah, it's not great. I'll tell you what,
right in between those two cancers is the Men in Black 3.
It's Men in Black, yeah.
So really, not good.
No.
So
it
disappointing.
doesn't have any of the charm or any of the delight or the charisma maybe that the originals had. There are some, good jokes in there, and there's a lot of enjoyment to be had. But Chris Hemsworth is good.
Yeah.
Tessa Thompson is good. Liam Neeson is good.
Yeah.
But just the story was a bit bland and boring, and the action was like, it just wasn't. The story wasn't as deep and as thoughtful as the originals.
That's so disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, man, we both gave that a Yaas.
Yeah. And with all the movies out at the moment,
Yeah.
I wasn't actually going to see it, but my old man wanted to go to the movies, and he wasn't keen on Child's Play.
Oh.
Which is pretty much gone now. I was going to see it, but then Spider-Man came out, and we'll talk about it in a moment.
Yeah.
But Men in Black was the option that night, and we both kind of just went, eh.
Oh, man.
See,
that's very frustrating.
Is Tessa Thompson an American or an English actor? I swear she's English.
I'm not going to even pretend to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my assumption is that she's English because in Thor Ragnarok, she had like an English accent and it was really good.
Yeah.
So let's say for an argument's sake, she's an English person. The movie is that she's a Pom and Chris Hemsworth is also... No, she's an American.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Oh,
she's a Pom playing an American and Chris Hemsworth is an Aussie playing a Pom.
What?
And then...
He's British in it.
Oh, well, sort of. They basically just tell him to just be Thor in this. And
okay, with that. Yeah.
With that kind of accent. They play off his own strength. Yeah. But, she's like a... How do I word this again? She's a Pom playing an American who then flies to play a character in the UK the whole time. It's just like, why not just make her in the UK originally?
Oh my God.
It kind of threw me off. But
with a movie like that, if you've got to think too hard about the plot and the situation and understanding, it's not worth the trouble.
Yeah, just like cast, like Chris Hemsworth is good when he has his own accent, when he's not trying.
You missed the most important part.
What?
How was the talking pug?
The talking pug was like 2 minutes, and that was actually pretty funny. That was actually pretty good.
It was good.
But there was another character in it, which is like a little chess piece gnome character thing. You've seen him in the trailer. I don't really... what was his name? Pawny. Because he was a pawn piece of like a chess... I'm pretty sure...
that's terrible.
I can't confirm this. Well, I can. I'm just not going to. I'm pretty sure he was voiced by the Indian bloke in Stuba that you've been talking about.
Yeah. Kumal Nanjiani?
Nanjiani?
Not going to try it. Yep. Huh?
Nanjiani?
That might be it.
I'm pretty sure it was him. If it wasn't, it was very, very similar. But he was kind of good in parts and kind of annoying in others, and it came in like halfway, and then he was there the whole time. And
okay, yeah. So now that's a pass.
Yeah.
That's frustrating. I don't like that. Yeah.
What's you got, man?
What?
Do you have anything for this week?
I saw Secret Life Pets 2.
Oh, is it good?
Yeah.
No, okay.
It's what you expect.
Okay.
Yeah, like, it's fun.
Did you notice that old mate was not there?
No.
Okay.
Patton Oswalt did a great job.
Oh, that's right.
Didn't even think about it. Didn't once go, it sounds different. It sounds weird.
I wish Louis C.K. was here instead of Patton Oswalt said no one ever.
I didn't miss him one bit.
That's good.
But the movie was good. There was it was a lot different from the first one in the fact that the first one, their main animals from the apartment block. They were together the whole time.
Yeah.
This time you had Max and I've forgotten his brother's name. I don't know. Max,
the big fluffy brown dog.
They go off to a farm. Then you've got the rabbit.
Oh,
a rabbit and the rabbit by Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. Sorry. I got this coffee's got to kick in. Sorry. Yeah. No. Then you've got the rabbit and a new character going off to do this, and then you've got the dog and the cat doing this.
So many sort of subplots. Or?
No, not too many. It was totally fine, and then they all come together for the last big
finale
mission thing. Yep. Yeah. So it was good. It was good. A couple of new characters. Yeah.
So out of all the movies that are
sure, good.
Yeah. So out of all of the movies that are out at the moment, would that be at like top of the list, or would I, pass
I've literally at the movies right now. I've only seen Secret Life of Pets 2 and Toy Story 4. So out of those two,
you're such a dad.
Shut up! Shut up!
Shut up in your face.
In my free time at night, it's this what we're doing right now.
Yeah. Well, back on the trailer now. We've skipped a week, but fuck it, whatever.
No, well, that wasn't by choice.
Yeah, we actually had
it
lives.
booked in. Computer fucked up.
Yep.
And then my apologies for my schedule. We were going to do it 2 particular nights just gone, but knackered and stuff.
Whatever.
And
on the way here, this computer started fucking up again.
Yeah.
Did you get my message?
Yeah.
I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, I was passing the cemetery. and I looked over and went, fuck off. Are you serious, man? I am not turning around.
Yeah. I was like,
and then as I turned into your street, you're like, oh, good.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, thank God.
Fucking motherfucker.
Because I was turning up regardless.
Okay, excellent. Cool. Well, yeah, I've got a few things to talk about. I did see Spider-Man Far From Home over this weekend. The most weekend is gone. I've got a few things to say about that. But on the terms of like movie news as such,
yes,
I'm going to get this straight off the bat. Now, I can assume that this movie's going to get a lot of flack just because of the title and the people it's involved, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, God.
Charlie's Angels looks fucking sick.
You sent me that trailer.
Yeah.
And I think your quote, like, you sent it along with the words, this looks better than it should be, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, really? Watch the trailer. Shit, it looks better than it should be. Like, Kirsten it actually Stewart, does.
Just like Robert Pattinson, like, she needs this.
Yes.
American Hustle with Jesse Eisenberg. Have you seen that?
No.
Is it American
Hustle?
Hustle?
Christian Bale?
No. What am I thinking of? American...
Yeah.
Fuck. There's a stoner action movie.
Oh, wait. American Ultra.
Ultra.
Yes,
that's
I
it.
have seen it.
That movie's
She's
great.
Fantastic in it.
Yeah,
and so's he as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I feel that obviously trying to move away from the stigma of Twilight, blah 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 blah.
Yep.
Written and directed by fucking hell, what's her name?
Oh, Elizabeth Banks.
Elizabeth Banks. Yep. I had it in my head right before I had to say it. Yep. She wrote and directed, I'm pretty sure, all of the Pitch Perfect movies.
No, not the first one.
Okay,
no,
but she was in them.
The second one she directed, and I think she directed the third one as well.
Yeah. Either way, she's in it and she's directing it.
Yep.
I've got full faith of this movie being great.
No, that's right. In all honesty, Pitch Perfect, all 3 of them, I enjoyed the shit out of them, man.
Yeah,
I had a great time with them, and I know she can direct. I know she can act, and it's
Patrick
a comedy.
Stewart.
Hell yeah, Patrick Stewart, yes. I know. And after I said, wow, that was actually pretty good, and you just sent in all capitals, Pat Stew. And I was like, yeah, Kirstu. Kirst.
Yeah, so no. I don't know the names of the other chicks that are playing the other angels.
No, that's right. I didn't recognize them at all.
I know one of them played the lady... Fuck, I really shouldn't be talking about this. In the most recent Aladdin remake. What's the chick's name in that? I haven't seen Aladdin in like 20 years.
Yeah, nah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, nah.
I just recognize the face, but she's in it.
But just remember, we're qualified for this.
Yeah.
Naomi Scott and Ella Balinska?
I think Naomi Scott is the one who's in Aladdin. Feel free to tweet to us.
Yep, she is.
I'm right.
She plays
yes,
Jasmine.
excellent.
Naomi Scott. Yes, Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
wow,
Charlie...
so she's getting up there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other chick, whatever her name was, in the trailer,
Ella Balinska.
She's got an Australian accent.
Really?
So she must be an Aussie bird, but they're playing off that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
I've got no problem with the Aussies getting a break. Even if she's not Aussie, as long as she gets the accent right, that's fine.
Yeah, it's hard to get an Australian accent correct when you're not Australian.
Yeah, that's right. This is one of those See, I know Charlie's Angels already had the 3 figureheads as the main characters, but this is one of those ones, Elizabeth Banks playing Bosley.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
That one isn't a major change the whole franchise kind of thing, a la Ghostbusters, a la hashtag Me Too. You know, so a change like that, I honestly do not mind at all. Doesn't affect my opinion of it at all.
But people are like already speculating that it's going to suck. Like, I saw the trailer online and thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I saw the trailer again at the cinemas when I saw Spider-Man on the big screen. I was like, it looks even better.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good.
Yeah.
No, but it seems like one of those remakes, classic Hollywood having to do a remake, but it seems like one of those remakes that I'm totally fine with.
Yeah.
Like, this one I'm actually going to go and see.
Well, would you want a sequel to the previous Charlie's Angels movies with Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu and whoever the number
Drew
3
Barrymore.
was? Was it Drew Barrymore? How did I forget that?
I know.
Wow.
You remembered Lucy Liu.
Yeah, well, just because she was like the token Asian lady in that movie.
Yeah, she was.
We don't have a token Asian lady.
I was
in
about
this
to say, not one this time. Yeah, I'm okay with the reboot.
Yeah.
I
It's been
actually
long
thought
enough.
about that for a second, I'd rather Drew Barrymore come back and do season 4 of Santa Clarita Diet. Netflix, pull your fingers out.
Come
Jesus
on, Amazon,
Christ.
bring it back.
No, Amazon, if you're going to bring anything back, bring like Jean-Claude Van Johnson. People, come on.
I still
if
haven't
you
watched that
haven't
yet, but I
taken
need
up your
to.
free trial at Amazon Prime, Prime?
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, take up your free trial, watch Jean-Claude Van Johnson, masturbate over how good it is, and then cancel it. Okay? Simple as that.
I was about to say, we should be
Simple as
sponsored by now, but not after that comment.
True. That's fine. I'm sorry. I'm just still
Don't
bitter
cancel
about
your
all
Amazon subscriptions. We want to be sponsored one day.
No, do that. But 19 years since the first Charlie's Angels, so hey,
19 years.
start again. Yeah.
So
although I will, who was the creepy guy? Christian. Oh, what was his name? The creepy guy is sniffs the hair.
I have no fucking idea.
Have you seen the first one?
It's been a long time.
Oh, come on, dude. Oh, Crispin Glover. You don't know who Crispin Glover?
Wait,
God.
what's he been in?
Crispin? Charlie's Angels? Back to the Future. He was Marty McFly's dad.
Hold on. Give me a second.
Come on, man.
Crispin
Glove. Oh, my God. This isn't Two's Company, Three's a Google. Come on.
I think I know who you're talking about. I just can't put a name to a face.
Well, Jesus Christ. Sorry, everybody. That dude.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Anyway, Crispin Glover, I'm hoping that there's some kind of reincarnation of that character, because that character, he never spoke.
Oh,
and he cut the girl's hair and... Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was just a fun,
Super
creepy
weird.
character, but then he ends up being a nice guy kind of thing, but he still doesn't talk. It was just... Yeah. It was a really cool character, and I'm hoping that something like that comes back. But
okay.
anyway.
So he cuts their hair off and sniffs them, and it's a really cool character. And it's 2019, man.
I'm sorry. Anybody who's seen that Charlie's Angels 2000 with those guys, you'll know that he's a cool character. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? He made...
It was for the times. It was for the times. Yeah. Speaking of for the times. Segue. Little Mermaid's coming back, and which I'm looking forward to, because
I did hear... Well, not
like
coming
Little
back.
Mermaid. Well,
Live action.
live action!
Like they've done with Aladdin.
Yep. And Lion King.
Yeah.
No.
To a degree.
Yeah.
But Yep.
The world is on fire because they cast a black chick instead of a white chick, and that matters for some reason.
I know. I don't get it, honestly. I don't get it.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, okay, I'm going to guess they fully had the intentions of doing this to be diverse, per se.
110%.
Yes.
But at the same time, okay.
No, that's right. At the same time, I mean, Jesus. Did anybody kick up a stink with the fact that Aladdin, the genie, Will Smith, black guy?
Yeah.
Did anybody... What?
Everyone.
Oh, yeah, right.
Everyone hated that.
Yeah, no, I know, but apparently it turns out it wasn't that bad. But at the same time, I mean, who cares?
It doesn't... Like, obviously, it's I don't want to use the word pandering, but it's obviously...
It's to be diverse intentionally. Like, they're doing it intentionally.
The people who are blowing up about it are like middle-aged white dudes, our age or older.
Exactly.
It's like, there's a particular book that they all need to read called The Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Because that's all about caring about the important things and not caring about the things that don't matter.
Exactly.
This is one of them.
Get
over it.
In all honesty,
it's not even designed for our generation.
That's right, exactly. But at the same time, they really just need to take a step back and go, okay, I don't like that. Don't see it.
Yeah,
simple as that.
That's right. Yeah.
Stop. If
you
there.
Don't like Nickelback, don't go to the concert.
That's right. I don't like Nickelback. I don't go to the concerts.
Yeah.
And I don't rate every time Nickelback, hey, we've got a new album. I don't jump on there and say, that's wrong, that's disgusting.
Fuck
Stop
you
it.
guys.
Stop making music, you fucking terrible.
Yeah. Like it doesn't matter.
No, it's as simple as that. Just don't see it.
There's a hashtag called Not My Ariel.
Oh my god.
Oh man, they're all such sad.
But that's the thing.
Human beings.
As far as I'm concerned, if you have an actual problem with this, like a problem where you're actually caring to post about it, to tweet the actors, to tweet Disney, you are basically saying, hey, I am slightly racist.
Yeah.
Please don't put a black person in this movie.
Yeah.
Why?
Like
I don't get it. Okay?
Yeah.
Simple as that.
I mean, like, nobody really kicked up a stink when Beyonce was cast in the live action remake of
She's Nala,
Lion King.
Right?
Yep. But who's the other? Childish Gambino. What's his name?
Donald Glover.
Yes. He's also in it.
Exactly.
He's playing Simba. Like, nobody. I mean, obviously they're a bit more popular and famous, but you can't see their faces and all that.
That's because these racist people, they go, oh, I can't hear the skin color.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't know otherwise.
No, exactly.
Wait, I'm just looking at this at the moment.
Wait, no. Sorry. If this was a animated remake, and she got cast as Ariel, not a peep.
No one would know.
Not a peep.
No, as the voice,
Exactly.
But I've got it up on my phone at the moment, and there's an actual like picture, like somebody drew the Little Mermaid image as if like this. So the actor's name is Hale Bailey, I think it Halle Bailey.
Yeah, I saw it and was like Halle Berry.
Yeah, I was a bit confused as well.
That's damn gorgeous.
Yeah, but there's like the black lady with the hair, and it's obviously like a cartoonized.
It's Ariel as an African American with black hair, and I look at that and I'm like, okay.
They could reboot this animated and make her black, and it would work.
I was about to say, if they went back and recolored just the skin of Ariel in the first one,
it'd be fine.
I wouldn't blink an eye, you know?
Yeah,
like that's
and
fine.
make her go.
Yeah, exactly. Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
What's that from?
That's from Little Mermaid, you dumbass.
Is it?
Yes, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Yeah, but the way you said it though made me think it was something
they work
else.
all day. Oh wait, no. I'm gonna stop because I keep fucking this up.
You just got to remember, man. Like, I'm not a dad yet, so I haven't seen those movies since I was a child.
Not only that, I made it into a very creepy, say, a guy who sniffs hair kind of voice.
Down here when it's wetter. Yes. Did you see the trailer for the Mulan?
Oh, I
remake,
did.
Live action Mulan.
All about that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Sign me up.
Why didn't they cast a black lady in that? Fucking outraged. She should be like black Indian with 3 legs.
See, that's the thing. That one, you need an Asian character.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
That one does have an actual culture. Mm-hmm. This one that everyone's getting butthurt about is a fucking imaginary mermaid.
Underwater fucking...
Exactly, where species isn't a thing. I mean...
Yeah.
Like, races, sorry. Like... Yeah, anyway, let's move on from that. We've had so much negativity in this episode. But Mulan, yes, the trailer looks
great.
Good.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. And
I'm just wondering who's going to play the little dragon.
Oh,
because it was Eddie Murphy last time.
That's right, it was too. Yeah.
So I don't remember seeing... I watched the trailer earlier today, but I don't remember seeing the dragon in there.
It wasn't a full-length trailer, was it?
I think it was more of like a...
teaser?
A sneak peek teaser
exactly.
thing.
But
it showed enough. It looks really good.
Man, has Disney said that they're like intentionally doing all of their movies as live actions?
I 100% think so. Yeah,
I know. It just really clicked to me that there's Aladdin, Lion King, Mulan, Little Mermaid.
Well, there's been Beauty and the Beast and Cinderella before that as well. So they're obviously going. I mean, one day we'll get a Zootopia live action remake.
Oh God, don't. No, that one didn't have the impact that it should have.
I love that movie.
Oh no, it's fantastic. But at the same time, I really have no interest in seeing animals
that live
computer generated. No,
it's fine the way it is. Leave it alone. But yeah, Mulan looks really good.
No, exactly, it does. I actually am now thinking like, what could be the next one? I mean, because all of these ones are based in the 90s and earlier. So,
well, actually, no. Snow White is on the way.
They've already done that.
Live action.
Yeah, Kristen Stewart.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
did they?
The Huntsman.
Oh no, but yeah, that's its own. Okay, I haven't seen them. Haven't seen those movies. Haven't seen those movies.
I've seen like half the first one. Chris Hemsworth
and Charlize Theron. Yeah. But that's not like a Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs remake. That's like its own thing.
Now that I think about it, I think Maleficent might have kicked this off.
Yeah. Well, was there an animated version of that?
Beauty.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Well, I mean, she to a degree, but anyway,
I still haven't seen Maleficent. Apparently, it's really good.
No, I saw Maleficent at the theater, and it's quality, man.
Yeah,
Angelina Jolie is very creepy, man. She's already got like that
gaunt look.
Yeah, the gaunt look, and then they amplified.
Yeah, but she's a top actor, but
she was fantastic. But that was actually a really good movie.
I know, obviously, they're no longer together, blah 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 blah. But she's on the same level as Brad Pitt, where like. They're both known for their looks, but they're also fucking great actors. They're underrated for their acting skills.
In that Leonardo DiCaprio vibe as well. Like, you know, they're gorgeous people, but they are fantastic at what they do. So no, but I'm totally actually keen to see all of these Disney reboots, reimaginings and stuff like that. Yeah,
I don't have a problem with them at all. Like, obviously, like people might go, "Oh, they're not original, they're cash grabs." It's like. But haven't you been waiting for this like your entire life?
No, that's right. Is it really a problem? Yes, it's a cash grab to a degree, but at the same time, I mean, this is a story that they own.
Yeah.
It was 20-odd years ago that this was an animation. Why not make this a real thing?
And Jon Favreau is the one redoing The Lion King. He also did The Jungle Book as well.
Hell yeah.
And he's good in the director's seat. You know, as an actor, whatever.
Yeah.
What else have I got? Have you seen the pictures of Henry Cavill lately? There's a bit of news about him doing his thing.
Something's ringing a bell from a few days ago, but I'm not.
Are you familiar with a game called The Witcher?
Yeah, no.
You've heard of it?
Yeah.
I haven't played it. It's massive.
Oh,
it's a massive
that
phenomenon.
might be what. Yeah,
he was cast as playing. I think his name's Geralt. He's the main character of the Witcher series.
Okay,
and he was cast to play him in the Netflix series, a live action version of the story.
Okay, yeah.
The original sort of suit fitting or dress makeup test essentially.
Yeah,
it looked really, really fucking weird. The wig wasn't very good. Like he was clean shaven, and everyone kind of went, ugh.
Oh, that's not what you want to hear.
Yeah, that's right. But recently, he's released new images on his Instagram, and they've finished filming. He's got a bit of a scruff beard. The makeup's better.
Yeah,
it looks great.
Really?
Yeah, it looks good.
Well, I do love me some Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. No, he's a fantastic actor. So, hey, anything he's in, I'm totally okay with. At least give me a chance. I don't know much about The Witcher, but
I don't know anything about it either. But I'm happy to watch it just to kind of like see what's going on.
So that you said that one's a Netflix one?
Yeah. Netflix
so we'll be getting that actually available to us on like DC properties.
Yeah.
But anyway,
but he's also playing Sherlock Holmes alongside Millie Bobby Brown. So,
okay, when you say alongside, do you mean they're in the same movie or she is Watson? I'm sorry, you said
probably should have specified
exactly. You said alongside, and I'm like, that is the weirdest Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, no,
Watson
so he's playing Sherlock Holmes, but my understanding
Henry Cavill.
Yeah, no,
really?
Well, he's like a posh pom, so I reckon he'd be fine.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be the exact, it's not Robert Downey Jr.'s
or God,
Benedict Cumberpile's fucking
Cumberpiles.
But
no, I'll tell you what I've just done. I have just confused Henry Cavill
with who?
With okay, you keep talking, and I'm going to find who I confused him with, and then you'll be like, what the fuck?
Okay, so they're starring in a movie called something rather with Millie Bobby Brown playing, I'm pretty sure, the daughter of Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay, that's all right.
And he's playing.
She must have a somewhat prominent role in there though, because as the daughter, because she's a pretty big deal now.
Yeah. Enola Holmes. That's the movie. That's what it's called. So
Enola?
Enola Holmes. So
Okay.
I would think that she's the main character in some connection to Sherlock, whether it's his daughter or niece or whatever. But that's happening, and she's massive now, man. She was in like Godzilla. She's been in Stranger Things. Who were you thinking of?
Okay, so I found. So Henry Cavill, as we know, he played Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's who you were talking about. That's who you were talking about the entire time.
Went down the wrong hole. Give me a second.
You're right. So I was thinking, and I hope you understand why. Okay. Henry Cavill, I was thinking Harvey Keitel. You don't know who Harvey Keitel is?
No.
Oh, man. Have you even seen Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction?
You
haven't seen Reservoir Dogs? That's right.
Pulp Fiction, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, Bad Lieutenant. I mean, yeah. So that's who I was thinking of. And if anyone knows Harvey Keitel, you look at him and you go, that dude's like 85.
Yeah. He's definitely not playing a young girl.
That's what I mean. When you said Sherlock Holmes alongside Millie Bobby Brown, I was like, whoa, that is weird. Yeah, okay. All right.
Sherlock Holmes is a granddad.
Exactly. Yeah, pretty
exciting.
Much. Harvey Keitel was born in 1939. So
right, okay. So he's older than my
That's
granddad.
what I was thinking in my head, and I was like, wow, that's messed up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
On to other news, I suppose.
Yeah.
Episode 1, which we titled Teething Problems because it took us 3 hours to set up the computer.
Of course.
Computer problems are coming full circle.
And
but
it's a fucking terrible episode and a mess of a show. Anybody joining in now, listening to this one, go back to episode 3 and enjoy.
And go from there.
Yep. Ignore the first two.
We talked about, or we had a sort of a brief review of Hellboy, the 2019 David Arbor, Mila Jovovich Hellboy. It's been confirmed by David Arbor himself. There's not going to be a sequel. And we all knew this.
Oh, that's fine.
That movie sucked
God.
bad.
Actually, no, if you're listening and you haven't heard episode 1, go back to that one because we spent about half an hour ripping on this movie to shreds. Like, no. Okay, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
Full credit to David Arbor. He's a good actor. Stranger Things 3 just came out.
Him as Hellboy, I think, was good. But he needs to be in the right movie.
Yeah.
This wasn't the right movie. It was tonally all over the place. I'm not going to go through it again. Go back to episode 1 and have a listen on Spotify, Podbean, iTunes, and YouTube.
Big summer blow. Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube.
Actually, no, it's not on YouTube anymore because those fuckers flagged us for copyright.
Right. Yeah. I remember at work and I got my phone vibrated. I had a look and it said, your video has been removed due to copyright issues. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I remember you messaged me about it. I went straight on. I did a countersuit or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Being like, bitch, like all the music in here I've written, recorded myself. All the pictures are done by Photoshop on my computer. I haven't heard anything. I'm not sure if it's coming back, but it's on Facebook.
Yeah, no, I might look that up. But that just took me way out of left field. I'm like, why are they targeting us?
Yeah, like
why us?
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. We've had over 700 downloads on Spotify and Podbean and all that. Thank you.
Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Yeah.
But YouTube is obviously fairly slow traction.
No, exactly, because we don't have many, actual videos.
But the company who did flag it, apparently they're notorious for going through and
which I don't understand what they expect to get out of us.
Yeah, there's no money in this whatsoever.
No, that's right.
It's costing us to do this.
Exactly. It's costing us time. Come on, sponsors, find us something.
So Natalia, look after your mug.
Yeah, because
you're not getting another one.
There's now only 4 in existence, so I mean,
I'm sure you don't want a second-hand one.
I can send the broken pieces to somebody if they'd like to frame it.
But what was it going on with? We were Hellboy's not coming back.
That company and blah blah blah.
Yeah,
well, it totally says on our YouTube channel that that episode 2's gone as well.
What?
Not really? There. It's not loading.
Oh,
it's not loading.
Oh man. Well,
wait. It's not loading. 1 and 2 are gone. Oh no, 2's. It's out of order. Learn how to upload them in the right order, Dylan. No, sorry, it's out of order. My bad. Yeah, so the YouTube channel, which is Two's Companies 3's podcast on YouTube, is there, and some subscriptions would be lovely. Just saying. Yeah, no.
But other news that I'm excited for, that not many, I mean, it's a very small niche of people around the world who are excited about it.
Sorry, I just want to school you on segues then.
Yep.
I talked about subscribers on YouTube. You could have said, That's a small number. Speaking of small numbers of people who enjoy things. Yep.
Well, I'd like to think that a larger number likes these things in comparison, but they don't.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
a
few episodes back, one of my recommendations was a book I've been reading called Masters of Doom.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
okay.
here we go.
I was going to say last week there was no Doom talk. So
Buckle up.
Here we go. All right. Yep.
Book called Masters of Doom, written by a bloke named David Kushner. It was based in the 90s and basically the lead up to the creation of Doom and Wolfenstein and the id Tech software guys. James and Dave Franco have been penned to make a mini-series based on it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The creation of like Wolfenstein right through to Doom.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many tissues have you gone through?
Lots. I've gone through about 6 boxes so far.
Yeah. That's crying from joy, people. Get your mind out the gutter.
Crying from my penis. Yes. Get your hand off my penis! What's the charge? Enjoying a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Why are you going to do this, man?
This is Democracy Manifest. Please tell me you've seen that. It's the greatest Australian meme of all time.
Yes.
Yes.
But 2 of the guys at work have brought it up many a time.
I love that. Fucking VB Longneck! That's a close second. Back on track, as we tend to derail this quite often.
Yep. So the brothers, James and Dave Franco.
Yeah, they've been penned to write and star in, I'm pretty sure star in, a pilot episode for Masters of Doom.
Totally okay with that, man.
Yeah,
like
right?
I'm not a Doom fan like you. You're actually a Doom addict.
Yep.
So obviously you're excited, but that story that you've told me and learning about it through this podcast mostly.
Yeah.
I'm totally on board with that.
Yeah.
I like the Franco
brothers. There's some really, really interesting stories that they can tell there. And based on the 2 main sort of guys being John Carmack and John Romero, the guys who kind of invented the first-person shooter genre and team deathmatch. Did you know that they invented that as well, the term and the playstyle?
No, I did not.
I'm learning a whole... I mean, I knew that for a while, but I'm still reading it and learning more. But, you know, to see that... You know, this book's been around since, I think, like 95 or 98, like early 2000s maybe. And as soon as I get it to read it, they're like, oh, we're doing a TV show on it as well. And I'm just like, yes!
Yeah, fuck you, man. Well, from what you've said, like, there's a lot of meat on that bone story-wise. Like, just about their journey to getting the games up and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's definitely something I'd be
They
all
literally
on board.
designed and coded these things themselves. Did you know that
That's so cool.
There was more copies of Doom on computers around the world than there was Windows 95?
Really?
Because it was a DOS game, so there was more of that than there was of actual computer programs.
This is all
themselves.
stuff that we can see in the upcoming series. Which is
Yes.
exciting. Yeah.
Who knows when and like when it's coming out? It's obviously only just been released.
No, that's definitely a story that's worth telling for sure.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Other than that, we're half an hour in. We're doing all right, but that's pretty much all I can say about that at this point.
Really?
I mean, I could talk about it for like the next 10 years, but
Yeah.
you know, does anybody really want to hear me harp on about this even any longer?
About Doom?
Yes.
Oh man, that's like our most requested topic by you.
Well, buckle up.
No, I wanted to address a couple of things. So last episode, I made a boo-boo. Yeah. I made a boo-boo and said in Yaas or Pass that Shaft was coming to the cinemas.
Yeah.
It didn't.
It did not.
On my list, which I thought was a reliable source, no, it said Shaft was coming out on this day, but it actually referred to Netflix.
So go and listen. Go and stream it now. It's available for anybody who pays for a Spotify.
No,
Netflix subscription.
Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Yeah, no. So yeah, instead of actually going to the movie theater and looking like an idiot and saying, "Hey, I want 2 tickets to Shaft," why don't you just open your phone or your Netflix account and you can watch it there? So
have you ever walked into a cinema and asked for a movie that hasn't even been out yet?
No.
See.
Oh my God, you have?
Yes, it was a long time ago, and Taylor can tell you this story too because she worked at the cinema at the time.
Oh wow!
So Taylor,
is this how you met?
No, we met many years prior to this, and this was during a period right before we got together, as we are now. Where we weren't talking. We won't go down that rabbit hole.
Okay,
but I knew that she was working there. And I used to go to the cinema all the time, hoping I would bump into her one day.
Oh, that's adorable.
And I asked, hey, can I get 1 ticket to Fury, please? So Brad Pitt's Fury.
Yeah.
This doesn't come out for another 2 weeks.
Oh.
And she was there. She'd like told somebody else to serve me.
Oh,
so I nearly did it to her.
That's awesome.
So
but
I was
she
like,
got told straight up though. They would have said, "Oh, that guy,
that fucking idiot came in asking for a movie that's not even out yet."
That's
so
awesome.
I said, "Well,
what's out?
What else is on?" They're like, and they rattled off a few, and I went to see A Walk Among Tombstones with Liam Neeson.
No,
I remember falling asleep.
Really?
In the movie.
Oh man.
Like I should have just went home. I lived literally 5 minutes away from the cinema at the time.
Yeah. I can't imagine doing that. Falling asleep after paying for a movie.
That I didn't want to fucking see her. I should have just went home.
Yeah, no, exactly. But also, maybe it would have been more embarrassing if you had have gone, "Oh, can I have a ticket to Fury, please?" And they're like, "It's not out for 2 weeks." And you're like, "Oh, well, there goes my afternoon. I'll catch you later." Like,
yeah.
It's probably better that you did go and see something.
Something, yeah, that's right. I was like, "Oh, well, can I buy a ticket now? Then I'm really excited for it." Yeah, no, that
can I preemptively buy a ticket? And then you see down the bottom of the box office news the next week, Fury opens at $12 this week because it's not fucking out. But one dude bought a ticket. The other, I had another boo-boo, and this one is a recurring boo-boo we've been making.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was brought to my attention
We or
by
you?
No, we.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, and actually, you're the one who should have known. Yeah, that's right. But I've just been playing along, so it's more or less your fault. But no, Tom, who we've shouted out before, who I work with.
Shout out, Tom.
Yep. He brought it to my attention because he got very angry with me. So he is a big fan of Apex Legends. And we've brought it up quite a few times, and we keep referring to it as EA's game.
I thought it was.
They publish it, but it's actually created by and developed by Respawn.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
I know, but we keep referring to it as EA's game. All they do is just publish it.
Well, that's the same with all of their games.
Yeah.
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 And speaking of EA, here we go. You've reminded me. To all of our wonderful listeners, including Tom, if you're listening, if you want to partake in this.
Oh, he's going to...
I'm happy to give away a free copy of Anthem.
What?
So Anthem is...
Is that like the Good Charlotte CD single?
No. So Anthem is one of the latest, if not the latest game published by EA, which is created by BioWare, who created the Mass Effect series. Yeah. So I recently bought it, thinking, I'll give it a crack. Yeah. It sucks.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you just offered a free copy of a game, like, as an exciting giveaway.
Because I don't want it. I want somebody to take this off my fucking hands.
Is it, I assume, Xbox?
Yeah. So Xbox One. Yeah. I was about to say One X, but it doesn't matter. You can play it on all of them. Yeah. So I bought Anthem, and I was like, okay, mech suits, you get to fly around, you get to kill things. It's kind of like a Titanfall on a smaller scale. Okay. And I really, really like Titanfall, which is Respawn's. Yes. It's the same universe as Apex Legends, but Titanfall is like a billion times better. Okay. Suck it, Tom.
Oh.
But Titanfall 2 is one of the best first-person shooters I've played in modern day.
Okay. And Anthem
by a different company, but published by EA. Yeah, follows all the same traits of just jamming in all this useless online connectivity, and there's all these issues. It's fucking pointless. Okay. What do you call it? The tutorial levels are kind of good because there's a bit of direction and you don't need to log in and go do a mission with 3 other people online at all times. Yeah, right. You play it on your own. It's like, okay, I could get into this. Okay. If they just focused on it as a narrative-driven single-player game with the ability of playing co-op, it would have been okay. Yeah. But it forces this whole online thing down your throat, and it doesn't need to be there, and I fucking hate it.
All right, so for anybody out there with an Xbox One,
who wants a free copy of Anthem? Yeah, I will post it to you.
DM the Facebook page, I guess. Or, yeah. Hit us up there, and we'll actually give you a
podcast giveaway.
Yeah, podcast giveaway.
I mean, it doesn't sell for much now, and it's only been out for like 3 months. But you can have it for free.
Yeah, all right. What is the retail price, honestly?
What did I pay for it? I think I paid like $20 or $30, something like that. Yeah. And like it's only been out for like 3 months. Okay. Like it came out as like $70, $80.
So, this is going to go on the Facebook page. Just to clarify one more time for the lovely people, what are we doing here?
Two's Company, I was going to say it's not fun. Two's Company, Three's a Podcast is giving away a free Xbox copy of Anthem for anybody who comments on this and says that they want it. I will post it to you free of charge. Comment now.
Yeah. All right. And
if you want to lean that back to me.
Oh.
Because I fucking hate it. Anthem sucks. If you want it, you're more than welcome to take it off my hands.
Okay. Apologies to the podcast listeners who just heard that already and we just redid it. But yeah, inbox the page if you want it. You can burn it. Whatevs. Anyway, all right, so yeah, just had to film that promo video, people.
So Apex Legends is made by the guys who did Titanfall, and it's in the same universe.
So back to the original complaint.
Yep.
He was saying that we kept saying it was like their game, like EA owns it, blah blah blah.
No.
So I feel like he's upset with our phrasing, but you very clearly and very passionately know that EA just publish it.
EA publish,
because you immediately knew that it was Respawn's game.
Yeah, like, EA don't directly create any of these, like Battlefront and Battlefield and all that. They're all.
What about the 2Ks, the sports games?
Well,
who publishes them? Who creates them?
2K.
Oh, that's a brand? Fuck.
Yeah.
All right. I just thought it was a clever name.
Oh, no, sorry. 2K stands for 2000 and whatever year.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, no, I think you're right. I think they do in-house create those. I got NHL for free on Xbox Gold the other day, so the ice hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
had a bit of a stab.
It's okay. Yeah, it was free. I deleted it.
What team did you play as?
Dallas.
Who are they?
Sorry, all the ice hockey fans in America. I only follow.
No. I know the Blackhawks. The Blues just won the Stanley Cup. Like
I keep thinking
Penguins.
of Dallas Bulls. I don't think it's Bulls.
No,
that's like the basketball.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of Detroit Red Wings, Dallas Stars.
I have no idea.
I think it might be the Stars.
The
Somebody
color
can
is
correct
green.
me, but yeah. Anyway, that might be. Yeah. Anyway, okay.
But yeah, so like Battlefield. Star Wars games, Titanfall, Apex Legends, and now Anthem.
Yeah.
They're all made by separate studios, which are and published by EA, but they've all got the similar EA traits of loot boxes and online connectivity.
Okay, right.
And if these franchises were to branch out and do their own thing and be published by other people, these games would be so much better.
Really?
And because
what? So does the publisher actually have that much say in it?
Oh yeah. Otherwise, they wouldn't publish it.
Okay, so it may be Respawn's game like Apex Legends.
Yeah.
But in reality, EA does have a say in what they do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. Well, anyway, I think he just wanted to point out that we'd been referring to it as an EA property per se.
Right. No, that he is correct. It's not an EA made game. It is Respawn. And I think the reason that Apex is succeeding is because they have
succeeding. That's a nice
word.
I'm
fucking Fortnite over here. I think the reason that Apex is succeeding in its own merit is because EA hasn't had as much of a leash on it.
Okay, so Respawn's had a bit more
freedom, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, more complaints about EA that'll only take me another 2 seconds is. They had one of the best single-player stories out of most modern horror video games of the last 10, 15 years.
Okay.
And they killed it because of their stupid business decisions.
Yeah.
Dead Space.
I've heard of that.
Man, if you ever get into horror games, Dead Space is where it's at. It's
What's the premise of that one?
Resident Evil in space.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It is, man. Yeah. And even number 3, the one that kind of killed it, was okay to a level, to a degree.
So how did number 3 kill that franchise?
It was less about... Well, the story overblew into this really political realm, and they kind of focused on online connectivity, and also... It had a really good weapons crafting system in it, in-game, which was really good.
Yeah.
But I went back to replay it recently, having an internet access to the internet and all that these days.
Okay.
And in order to have the really good weapons and things, you've got to go online and buy them and do all that sort of shit.
Oh, okay.
And it's just like, it's really fucking annoying.
Yeah, so it was just basically saying, hey, if you want to succeed... give us money.
Yeah, basically, if you want a better experience, pay for shit. But
that's gross.
1 and 2, they were really, really good. But the creators of that, so that was a company called Visceral.
Yeah, okay.
Which was published by EA down the toilet. Now those guys are working on Call of Duty games.
Okay. Oh, that's all right.
Which is fine, but bring back Dead Space. Bethesda have to pick it up. That would be perfect.
Bethesda.
Doom. You know, those guys.
I just think it's a really cool name.
It is.
Bethesda.
Do you know that's a name of, I'm pretty sure it's a city or a city in America, like the Bethesda, like the word.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but this could be the Punjab argument all over again.
Yeah. Okay.
It's fucking Punjab, man. Yeah. I guarantee it's a location. It's not a racial slur.
Punjab. Yeah. But that's enough ranting of that for now. But yes, Tom, you are correct. But what we meant by is that we're not so much harsh on the games themselves. It's EA's decision to change things within those games that sucks ass.
No. I don't think it would. He wasn't upset that it. I mean, him and I have had, because we work 12 and a half hours each shift.
Yeah. So you're both tired and cranky.
Oh, yeah. We've had many an argument about Apex is better, Fortnite is better. You know, we sound like fucking idiots. But
just play Doom. Everything's fine.
But, he doesn't like Doom. Yeah.
Well, he needs to unsubscribe right now.
Stop. Do not say that to a that's just... Don't do this.
He's more than welcome to take my copy of Anthem, though. Oh, he probably plays on PlayStation.
You know, like tomorrow at work, he's just going to be listening, and then all of a sudden I'll look over and see him
staring at you with those
and just pointing to his ears like, "Fuck you, man." Anyway, all right. But moving forward,
we love you, Tom.
Yeah,
appreciate your support. It's been great.
Yeah, please resubscribe. Yeah. All right. So what's the go, man? What are we doing here?
We're 50 minutes in.
We need to point out to people, if this episode sounded a little bit different or anything like that, it's because we haven't stopped. Normally we have to pause because of some crackling in the ears that we get from the headphones, so we just pause for a second, let it restart, boom, off we go after 30 seconds.
We've just been going off the cuff the whole time.
Have just been talking, so we've normally got a bit more... We don't have structure with this fucking show.
We kind of stop and go, okay, what are we going to talk about next? And
no, that's right.
Okay, then we'll go into it with this. And then
Yeah.
So I can see you constantly looking at your phone going, what the fuck did I write down earlier?
No, that's right, exactly. And I'm getting ready for our next segment of the show.
Hold on, before we do that.
Yeah, no.
We've got plenty of time before we get to that.
Well, we've got plenty of time to make up for since we missed an episode last week, and I feel really guilty. I had like 3 messages this week saying, where's the episode?
Yeah, so did I. So apologies for everybody who was eagerly awaiting.
Apologies
episode 12
for the single-digit people.
Is here now.
Yeah. Anyway, cool.
A few other topics which everybody has already talked about, but Avengers fucked up, didn't they?
Oh, man. I had a look at the box office just before we started, and they're like now 17 million off. They've literally, in the last like 2 weeks since this has been released, made about 12 million.
Fuck.
Which is nothing.
No.
Nothing. They are not... Give it up. Pull the pin right now, re-release it next year as like a 1-year anniversary thing.
Yeah.
You'll make your money immediately.
You'll do it then.
Okay?
But
Simple as that.
Don't release unfinished scenes. And
I know. The pictures you showed me of the Hulk, like from that extra scene, I was like, wow, that is disgusting that they made people pay money for that.
For those who haven't been on the internet and don't want to go back to the cinemas to see Endgame again.
Yeah.
Or even those who haven't heard of this and want to go see it for the first time if it's still out. There's a scene...
I'm pretty sure there's still one session a day, like just at Glendale down the road, so there would be everywhere.
There's a scene that they've implemented to try and boost the box office numbers to get number 1 and beat Avatar.
Yeah.
They beat Titanic and now they're on their way to try and beat Avatar. Yeah. But the scene is an unfinished animation of the Hulk carrying a big satellite dish, and his mouth doesn't move, but he talks.
Yeah.
There's another scene as well, which is a bit of a nice tribute to Stan Lee. Apparently that's pretty good. But that can be a bonus feature of the DVD.
That was you know, those awesome after the last scene credits of each actor that's been through the series.
Yeah, yep.
How they have a little snippet of that. It was after that and before the actual credits.
Oh, okay.
That Stan Lee tribute. That's where that fit in.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I believe also the Russo brothers. They have a little moment on screen as well. Like I think before the movie kicks off.
Right,
where they talk about the scene that they're...
Oh, do they? They mention it?
Yeah, and they said,
so
we wanted to put this in...
this is our attempt to bring in more money, so we kind of just chuck this in. It's like...
Yeah.
No, seriously. This movie's made enough money to polish off that 10 seconds. Like,
no, that's what I mean, but honestly, Avatar has probably made, over the last 10 years since its release, they've probably made another 50 to 100 million just off, like, the re-releases.
Yeah, absolutely.
For IMAX, like, you know, come and see that special attraction, the big budget Avatar. Seriously, they will make the... extra 20 million.
It may not be
in a year or two.
Once everybody's hasn't seen it in the
it is a bee's dick of becoming number 1. But they doing this, it's kind of tarnished it a little bit. Where I'm like, ugh, this is just gross. Like it was it's an incredible movie. It deserves all the praise in the world, but let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Yeah. If you had have not done this extra thing, you would have been about 30, 40, 50 million off, whatever it was.
And
you would immediately make it off the first re-release in a year or two.
Yeah, absolutely.
Simple as that. But right now, I think everyone is just pissed off.
Yeah.
Like, it's just
it's
annoying.
obvious exactly what it is.
It's fucking annoying. And the fact that they've done such an obvious cash grab. Oh, where's a deleted scene? Oh, we've got this one. Chuck it in. It's fucking broken, but whatever.
Yeah. It's not worth it. It's
no,
totally
it really
not worth
isn't.
it.
So, a bit disappointed there that they've done this, and it's not going to make number one now.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the topic of segues, on the topic of Marvel news, I did go see Spider-Man Far From Home on the weekend.
Yes, you mentioned that earlier. And
it
got a Yaas for both of us.
It did, yes, and I'm still glad I went and saw it, but I don't want to spoil too much of it because it is a good movie.
No, of course. No spoilers, of course.
It is essentially a continuation, but personally, I much rather Homecoming.
Really?
Yeah. Just as a movie as a whole.
I loved Homecoming.
Homecoming is great.
So I honestly, and how is Tom Holland in this?
Tom Holland pours his heart into a movie which has no soul.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's no real stakes. He doesn't really learn anything. And
See, but they made it in the trailer seem like it's going to be a gut-wrenching story of will he, won't he?
Well, there are elements of that. But it's all based on, do I want to be Spider-Man or do I want to go on a holiday? It's just like, well, fuck, mate, you're Spider-Man now, and things are happening.
Oh.
But not only that, too, there is a particular moment in the movie where I'm watching it going, well, they're just turning him into Iron Man. They're giving him all the technical capabilities. Spoilers for this next 10 seconds. They give him the capabilities of building his own suit in a particular scene. What I like about the original Spider-Man is that he makes it himself.
It's just like latex or sorry, not
spandex.
Spandex. Thank you. Yeah, it's just a spandex suit, and Tobey Maguire's version had it actually in his wrist.
But Andrew Garfield's character, he made his own web shooters.
Made his own web
shooters.
That's
but
fine.
Now
that's fine. But all it was a suit and webs.
Yeah, and everything that he was capable of doing was because of his skill.
Yeah.
Now it's more like, well, I've got all these gadgets and technology and Tony Stark. And I'm just like, this isn't my Spider-Man. We want the genius kid who does it all himself.
Exactly.
Not the one with the helping hand.
Yeah.
There's one mention of his uncle, and it's an initial on a suitcase. But he doesn't bring up the fact that his uncle is like the greatest man that ever lived. It's all about Tony and Tony's death. And Jake Gyllenhaal as a villain, he's great.
Yeah.
He's great. And Mysterio is pretty good.
So we all knew that he was going to be a villain, but in the trailer, dude, it made them seem like they teamed up. That's a spoiler, bruh. Come on, man. They look like they were.
Mysterio
he wanted Spider-Man's help, right?
Okay. It is spoiler. Mysterio is one of Spider-Man's...
We're going to have to put a warning on this episode. Spoilers ahead. Fuck.
Mysterio is one of Spider-Man's most popular villains.
Yeah, I am the guy who doesn't know comic books. I don't know superhero stories, man. So you just ruined this for me.
Right.
I don't even need to go and see it, and I love Tom Holland.
Well, there is one particular... I won't say what it is,
yeah.
But there is one particular redeeming scene at the end, which anybody who's a fan of the original Spider-Man movies from the early 2000s will fucking love, and I did as well, and that is all I will say about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
There's some really cool visual elements. There's a particular moment where he's getting pretty much ruined and destroyed by Mysterio, and he's using do you remember in Doctor Strange where he's going through that cosmic kind of things are changing, the hands are coming out, he's going through this big kind of dream world thing, that visualization?
I would if I'd seen Doctor Strange.
Yeah, fuck. Okay, well,
I played that so well. I'm looking off into the corner, going, no, I haven't.
Okay, Far From Home is okay. I preferred the Vulture as a villain, Michael Keaton's Vulture in Far From Home.
Yes,
Homecoming. Sorry,
Homecoming. Yeah,
it was a much more.
Dude, it was Michael fucking Keaton.
Yeah,
but
the stakes were relatable
in that. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, I know, and it was such a simple story.
It was
one of my favorite
his
things.
Girlfriend's dad. What's more scary than that?
But my favorite thing about Homecoming is the fact that Michael Keaton's character, he runs that construction demolition crew or whatever it is.
He's a scavenger. He's doing it himself. Yeah.
But they're cleaning up after the Avengers.
Yeah.
I thought that was one of the best parts of that movie, showing that side to the superhero movie you never see.
Yeah.
It's like they're there after the whole city of whatever it is, New York or whatever, I don't know, just got fucking half demolished by the Avengers and fighting Loki.
Chitauri or whatever they're called, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just awesome that these are just day-to-day worker guys and they're like, oh, we're here to clean up the mess kind of thing.
They
never see that. You see all the destruction, but you never see the day after with all the fucking paperwork and
the
having to clean up
crew.
the city. Like, it's awesome.
And they're down on their luck, so he does what he can to get by. And
exactly.
It just happens to be using this technology. But this, like, Jake Gyllenhaal's Mysterio has a similar element.
Yeah.
But his gripe is with Tony Stark, not Spider-Man.
Oh.
And that's what kind of makes it non-relatable. It's like, this isn't Spider-Man's villain.
Yeah.
He's just kind of has to deal with it.
Oh.
You know, so I'm not going to say...
But I don't like what you said about, like you said about Spider-Man getting all the technology and the suits and stuff and having the money behind him. And
yeah,
I don't like that.
That's
not Spider-Man. That's what I loved about Tobey Maguire, man.
Well, that's another good thing about... Homecoming is because at the end he had it taken away. Remember, he was in his original homemade costume.
Exactly.
If you're nothing without the suit, that you shouldn't have it.
Exactly. Yeah.
And this movie kind of misses that again.
Yeah. Okay.
But go see it if you want to see the next phase. But
honestly, I want to go and see this. You know,
Yeah.
I might go and see this. Oh, I'm about to hit work fucking hard, but no, but. That's a little bit disappointing that it's kind of lost the soul, like you said.
Yeah.
Like Tom Holland puts everything into it, but there's not really much reason for him to do it, you know?
Yeah, that's right. It's just to continue it on until the next big thing.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
Yeah. Cool.
All right.
What do you got for me?
Seriously, I don't mind just talking non-stop for this long, but the 30-second breaks, man, I miss them.
Well, we're an hour in.
All right, sweet. Well, maybe we should try
Doing
and...
well.
Get into the first segment of the show.
You're struggling, man.
I am struggling so bad, man. I normally would have a minute to breathe, but
that coffee's wearing off.
All right, so I guess it's time to... How do we introduce this thing, man?
Wait, what are we doing? This is Yaas or Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I just carry into it, right?
Yeah.
It's time for Yaas
or Pass.
Okay, we went through this last time. Are we splitting the role, or are we?
I'll
or
say
are you saying
or.
or?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
It's time for Yaas
Or
Pass.
Or
Excited?
Or
Blah, 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 blah.
All right, Mitch. Hit me.
All right. So, well, see, we missed last week. Should I try and go back and I don't know, find the ones that are in the theater now that we missed last week, or?
I mean, we've got 30 minutes of episode to kill, so go for it.
30, mate. This is going to be a 2-hour extravaganza. Wow, you say... Fuck.
I went French again.
Yes, you did. Oh, are we back doing the accents?
I'm not even going to try. Last time I went Japanese, remember?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I can pull it off. I've broken Dylan, ladies and gentlemen. I've broken
apologies.
Dylan. Yeah.
All right.
No,
Yep,
but
go for it.
there is one that I missed from, I believe, last week coming out.
You believe? Or, yes or no? Do you know?
I missed it. Okay.
Thank you.
And I really want to cover it because it's one that I'm not going to acknowledge that. It's one that has been intriguing me. I've been seeing the trailer for months and months, and it's now at the cinemas, and I really would like to see it yesterday.
Yeah, I keep seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
And I haven't bothered to click on it or look at it, so give me the lowdown.
I've been seeing this trailer for, like I said, months, honestly, and it's just a very intriguing story. I'll read you the quick bio. A struggling musician realizes he's the only person on Earth who can remember the Beatles.
Ed Sheeran, that's right.
After waking up in an alternate timeline where they never existed. And you see in the trailer, he Googles the Beatles, and it comes up with beetles, like actual insects, and nobody has ever heard of them. And he's there just playing a little ditty from the Beatles, and they said, oh, wow, that's wonderful. Who did that? Who wrote that? And he's like, oh, Paul McCartney. And they're like, who? Like, So he realizes what's going on, and then releases all of the Beatles' big hits and the songs and stuff, and overnight becomes this huge megastar.
It's like the invention of lying, but with the Beatles. Have you seen that movie with Ricky Gervais?
The invention. Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah,
where nobody has that comprehension.
Only person who knows how to lie. Yeah. So it's just such an intriguing story, and it's got fairly decent reviews in that. The main character is played by Hamish Patel. I haven't seen him in anything else before, but I'm
sure he's fine.
It just is a very intriguing storyline. Something that actually sounds like it could be a very good film.
Yeah, right.
You know?
And that's out now, isn't it?
Yes,
so
that is in the theater right now.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to give that a pass.
Kate McKinnon's in it.
Oh, she's great.
Exactly. We spoke about her she was like the only good thing about that Ghostbusters reboot.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
But Ed Sheeran's in it as well. He's making like his cinematic appearance or whatever.
Yeah.
But me personally, like that intriguing concept, cool story, but I'm going to give that a pass. Reason being, I don't think I could sit through 2 hours of the Beatles. To be perfectly honest.
No, I completely understand that.
Unless it's Yellow Submarine, I don't want to know about it.
Yeah, but even then, I need to hear 2 lines of that song and then I'm like, I'm over it. I'm done. Again.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how many times can we live in that Yellow Submarine? That's all I'm going to say.
That's right.
But see, I'm going to give it a Yaas because I just spoke about how intrigued I am by the concept, the story.
Yeah, that's good.
But at the same time, I'm not going to look forward to playing the music part. Again, I feel like the Beatles, what they did was amazing back in the day. Like, full credit to all of them. They were the biggest. They were bigger than Jesus, as many people have said back in the day.
Yeah.
But that was
they were the One Direction of that generation. It was fucking enormous.
Bigger, you know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, let's leave it back there. That music does not resonate today.
Now.
It doesn't resonate.
No way.
So, yeah. That would be the most frustrating aspect, but at the same time, the story intrigues me. Like you said, the invention of lying. I like that movie because it's such a good, interesting concept.
Yeah.
Same with this one.
Yeah,
so,
cool.
No, I'll give that one a Yaas.
I'll give that a blah blah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
no, that's fair enough. All right, the second one that I have is fuck, man, this is throwing me off. All right, it's coming out this week. What's the date today, man?
I don't know.
8th.
The 8th. Yes.
9th,
8th of July.
10th, 11th. This Thursday, the 11th of July, in cinemas. In cinemas. Now, for the international listeners, I don't think this one is coming to you. I think this is an Australian film.
You think?
Well, yeah, it is. It's called Crawl.
Oh, yes. I've seen the trailers to this.
Okay, I'll just read the premise. A young woman, while attempting to save her father during a Category 5 hurricane, finds herself trapped in a flooding house and must fight for her life against alligators. Must be an international movie because they said alligators.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe it will be. Check your local theatre guide. But anyway.
Yaas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
That movie looks sick.
Okay, so it may have said alligators, but I love a good croc horror.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Seriously,
yeah.
like
and there hasn't been a good one in a long time.
Rogue was shit.
Yeah, that was an Aussie film too.
That was Aussie, and that was made by the guy who did Wolf Creek. Can't remember his name.
Wolf Creek
Brad
is
McLean,
good.
I think. But
I don't know. Wolf Creek is great.
Wolf Creek's fantastic. The second one's
but Rogue,
piece of shit.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. There's no point to it. Like, there is no point having a sequel to that.
Yeah.
Because that was actually a true story.
Yeah.
About Mick, I think. Yeah, that was his name. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah, that was a true story. So that was fun and believable. The second one was like, oh, you're trying to turn him into the next Jason. You're trying to turn him into the next Freddy. Like, it's like...
You can't do that with an actual human being.
You took a real story about a guy who, like, actually tortured some people and shit and killed people and that, but then you fictionalized a new story for him. Ugh, don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's stupid. Anyway, going off topic, but I love a good croc horror.
Yeah.
You know, same with a good shark horror to a degree, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So this one I'm actually very intrigued with, seeing the trailers and stuff.
Who's in it? Do you have the list there?
Yeah. I just got to fix. Fuck, man.
Phone's locked.
All over the place. Kaya Scod Ilario. Does that ring a bell?
No.
Does that ring a bell?
No.
Does that ring a bell?
Ding ding. No.
No. She was from Skins. She played Effie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what was that? Oh, okay. Yeah, she was from Skins. Played Effie.
Cool.
Yep.
Who else is in it?
Your mum?
Oh yeah.
No, sorry.
I really want to see that now.
No, she was from the Maze Runner series as well. She's been in the last Pirates of the Caribbean, I believe, as well.
I don't care about that.
She's Teresa from Maze Runner.
Yeah.
You reacted?
Yep.
Yeah. She's a very, very pretty girl. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But, fuck.
Cool, man.
Seriously, this is why...
If she wasn't, would she be in a lead role in a movie?
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly. But this is why I think it's an Australian film. The next credit is Barry Pepper.
That's such an Aussie name.
I know. It just feels so Aussie. But Barry Pepper, Ross Anderson, Anson Boone. It's so Aussie, man. It has to be an Aussie movie. Yeah, George Sommer, Army Metcalf. Oh, these names ring a bells?
No.
Good.
But
ding.
That's like the first Aussie movie we've gone, Yaas.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Well, it seems like it has a budget as well.
Yeah, it's not just another...
It's a Yaas for me, but again, that also just comes down to the fact that I love a good croc horror.
Yeah,
and it may say alligator. They may be Americanizing it to try and get that international money, but at the same time, this feels Aussie as shit.
Yeah.
Love crocodile horror movies, so I am all on board. Choo choo, motherfucker.
Now, before anybody comes on and doesn't comment on us, but
no, but
they go, well, crocodiles and alligators are different animals. Yes, we know this. Shut the fuck up.
No, that's exactly right. It may have said alligators. They may be alligators in the film, but I mean, fuck me, dead. Crocodiles are just a badass version of an alligator.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. They're basically the same thing. Yeah.
I do love the fact that like Americans are like, alligators are ferocious and stuff like that. Motherfuckers, crocs eat alligators. Legit. Like, come over here and see our crocodiles, man. Yeah. They will fuck you up.
They will.
Alligators are tame as shit. You see those gator men in Florida and stuff? And they're like badass tackling these alligators.
Yeah, you can't do that to a crocodile.
Exactly, that's the thing. They think that, they can manhandle a gator. Come over here and you go near a crocodile, you're dead.
Yeah.
You cannot wrangle a crocodile. If they have a crocodile stuck over here somewhere, they literally need to like dart it from a distance to make it knocked out, and then they can take it. They cannot wrestle a crocodile. It will eat your fucking head.
As much as you may have seen Crocodile Dundee back in the day,
exactly.
That hand gesture doesn't work.
That doesn't do shit, okay? You're going to lose that hand. Yeah. Anyway, the other one I wanted to touch on this week for Yaas or Paz is Stuba.
Oh, okay.
We have mentioned this a few times.
Wait, is this still going off last week's, or is this
no? That was only the yesterday that I wanted to touch on. Yeah.
Oh, so there's not a lot coming out.
The other ones are international ones, and we seem to have trouble with them.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about that pause of no sound there, guys. Just wanted to tell Dylan something off there. Yeah. So Stuba. Yeah. Stuba, what do we know about this, Dylan?
Dave Bautista and that Indian fella we talk about a lot.
Yes.
Who we like, but Kumail Nanjiani. Is that it?
Kumail
Nanjiani.
Kumail Nanjiani, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kumail Nanjiani, you've got Dave Bautista, who's getting bigger, man. I looked him up, and he's coming out, and he's got another big budget movie coming out.
The Spy?
Yeah.
I saw the trailer
comedy
for it.
with the daughter or something like that.
Yeah, it's like a niece or whatever, and that looks pretty good too.
I know. He's doing it.
Yeah.
And by it, I mean what The Rock did. And John Cena started to. Yep. And now Dave Bautista has actually doing it. I thought he was always going to be a bit player, but
Triple H kind of did it with Blade.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Nope.
But yeah, My Spy was that
My
one.
Spy. Yeah.
But anyway, we are here to talk about Stuba.
Yep.
So we've got Kumail Nanjiani, Dave Bautista, Karen Gillan.
Excellent.
Gillan? Is it Gillan or Gillan? Do you know?
I'm going to go Gillan.
Okay, Gillan. Yeah. Natalia Morales. Morales. She's most known for Parks and Rec. Haven't seen Parks and Rec? Cool.
Nope.
Moving on. Yeah, so... Oh, and Steve Howie.
Steve Howie?
Yeah.
What does that
Come
ring
on.
a bell?
I feel like you would have seen him in a few things. Yeah, he was in Shameless, the TV series.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Excellent.
But yeah. So Stuba, we have the story of a detective recruits his Uber driver into an unexpected night of adventure. So
Excellent.
more or less, Dave Bautista plays a detective, gets an Uber, and then all of a sudden shit goes down, and he needs Stu.
Isn't
driving
this
his
like
Uber.
a sequel or a remake of an older movie? I swear it is.
If it is, it wouldn't have been called Stuba.
That's
because
what I mean. Like, that's what I'm confused about. Like,
No. Okay, if this is a remake or a reimagining of anything, Collateral.
right, yeah.
Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, where he's the taxi driver, and Tom Cruise is driving him. Like,
so what's that called? Staxi or something. Yeah.
Yes. So anyway, we have Collateral 2 coming out this week,
starring Dave Bautista.
Yeah, no,
Kumail Nanjiani.
I imagine it's going to follow like Collateral storyline. It's just comedy, and it's a clever play on Uber and Stuba.
It sounds fun.
It sounds
like a good
very
time.
fun, honestly. And Dave Bautista, as much as I didn't think he could do it, he's actually quite a good actor, and he seems to be getting better
with the right director.
Yeah, true. James Gunn did wonders for him with Guardians. His comedic timing and that is fucking fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, then the same with Chris Hemsworth. Like, at the beginning of their careers,
that's right.
They're meatheads.
Yeah.
They don't say much. They're kind of just there to fill the space.
Exactly. And Dave Bautista's had those roles where he's like a henchman or a bodyguard.
Yeah.
But he's been, I think, through Drax and being able to show some more comedic chops per se and timing. I think I'm looking forward to this.
I think Dave Bautista was really, really good, and one of the better parts of Spectre.
Ah, yes.
I don't remember his name, but he had like the iron thumbs, and that kind of gave me a sense of, old school James Bond villains where there's something weird about them.
If you like old school villains, man, you should check out Jean-Claude Van Johnson, available on Amazon Prime, because, like I said, Marble Hands. Fuck me, that's hilarious. Anyway, Stuber.
Yeah, Yaas.
Yeah, that's a Yaas for me. It sounds like it's going to be... I've seen the trailer. Looks very funny.
This sounds like you're excited.
It sounds like I'm very excited. Excellent. And I give it a Yaas, and I'm excited.
Very good.
Yeah, no, cool. I think that'll just... Unless you want to take the risk on like 4 foreign films, man, I think we're done for Yaas.
I think we're done, yeah.
Okay, we're done for Yaas this week, so...
Now, when we say foreign films, like that's... So, films that aren't going to be shown in the West.
Okay.
Western civilization is what I mean, like America, Canada, Australia.
Yeah, to a degree, because we have such a very a melting pot of cultures out here. We get quite a lot of the Mandarin language films and.
Okay, so where is Mandarin from?
My tree out the back.
Yeah, the language.
Boom. Citrus joke, bitches.
The language, you doofus.
China.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, fucking hell, back up.
The way you said it, you look like you were just like picking
No. I was trying to find the way to fit that in without just saying Chinese speaking. Speaking Asian. Like no, I was saying it's Mandarin.
Yeah, right.
So we get quite a few films released that are like Mandarin or Indian speaking, so we're not going to address those like we have in the past. We have fucked up those many a time, but anyway, Dylan, you sound like you're a bit croaky there, mate.
A little bit, mate.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe you need something.
Might need a little bit of a quench of the thirst, I think.
Right. Well, it just so happens that I think we have some recommendations that are making us thirsty.
Very thirsty.
Oh man! By the way, we need to be sponsored by Segways, because our Segways are Segway.
Yeah,
seriously. Excellent. Our Segways are so good, we should be sponsored by Segway. Those fucking retarded-looking driving things.
Yeah, those
Sorry. Anyway,
things.
So guys, it's time for these recommendations.
Are making me thirsty.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Sorry.
We really need to rehearse this.
I haven't said much in the last 15 minutes.
Sorry?
No, don't be sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, back the fuck up.
All right. Well,
this is a two-man operation.
Who went with the recommendation last time? I think you pushed it back on me last time.
Yes, I got you to start last week because yours was like an impromptu one and I had one pre-planned. This time I feel the roles are reversed, so I will kick us off this week.
Okay, fire away.
A couple of episodes ago, you brought something to the recommendation table that intrigued me because we don't talk much about chick flicks. I'm doing air quotes here for people, like chick flicks.
Yeah.
The more dramatic, romantic movies with a bit of comedy in them and stuff like that.
The Notebook is fine, gentlemen. Watch The Notebook. It's a good movie.
Yeah, The Notebook is a great movie. That's not my recommendation, though. No, so I wanted to bring one to the table that I enjoyed, and it's not so much a chick flick per se, because I know a lot of gentlemen who have enjoyed this movie over the years. Back in 2009, there was the very well directed, very well written, very well acted 500 Days of Summer.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Have you seen 500 Days of Summer?
No, I haven't, but I've heard nothing but good things. Now, that's Zooey Deschanel and
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who I absolutely love. There's also Jeffrey Arend as well. Chloe Grace Moretz plays his little sister.
Isn't it Moretz?
Moretz, maybe? I don't know. I'm not qualified for this podcast.
Girl. I just love her in
But Matthew Gray Gubler as well, Clark Gregg, like, these names may not jump out at people, but once you see their faces, they're very recognizable characters.
Didn't the director of this do something fairly recently that was very successful?
Directed by Mark Webb, and he did the
Spider-Man.
Exactly, I was about to say, he did the Amazing Spider-Man. Don't get that confused, people.
I like those movies.
No,
I continue.
Yeah, yep. You are literally the one and only two people that like it, and I'm saying that if you're in front of a mirror saying you like those movies, like you are the only two people that like those movies. So back
I'll support them wholeheartedly.
Yeah, no, but Mark Webb, very good director. It's a very cleverly directed and edited film. It's really one of my favorite films of that year, and I can't say enough good things about it. I've seen this so many times. It came out when I was working at the video store.
Yep.
So I got very quick access to it. Civic Video. Yeah. Yes. Man, the good old days.
Yeah.
But no, so I had very quick access to it, and as soon as I watched it, I was like, this was stellar. I think this was Joseph Gordon-Levitt's only Golden Globe nomination. Like, it's a very well acted, very well directed, very well edited, very well written story.
In all aspects. So
it's a fantastic
film. Do you feel
film.
it was more the story that got it, or was it just like the overall? Because it's a fairly unique film in the way that like it's the name is kind of strange and the premise is kind of strange, but it fucking blew up.
No, exactly, and it makes a hell of a lot of sense once you know these like a few little tidbits about it. And I'm not going to be it's not a spoiler at all, but 500 Days of Summer. It's not talking about the season.
Yeah, not at all.
Her name, Zooey Deschanel's character, is Summer.
Yeah, okay.
So it basically takes you on a back and forth, going forwards and reverse of this. I can't remember Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character's name. Sorry, Tom and Summer.
Yep.
No last names. And it's basically 500 days of what the first, he works at a publishing company, and it's her first day on the job, and that's day one.
Right.
When he sees her and meets her and like immediately is infatuated by her. And it takes you on a journey of, it jumps from day like 380 back to day one.
Okay.
Back to,
interesting. So it
goes forward to day 14 and that. And the journey of him trying to not seduce, but like, get her interested in him and ask her out on a date. And she's a bit of a quirky character, as Zooey Deschanel's all of her characters have been in anything she's been in. But no, it's just a very heartwarming love story about love, loss, breakup, reuniting. It's just a great story. And the ending as well, man, it's worth watching all of this, as good as it all is, just for the last scene.
Yeah, okay.
And then Joseph Gordon-Levitt, in the very last moment, breaks the fourth wall and is like, gives a wink to the camera. It's fucking great.
Golden, yeah.
No,
if you like that, have you seen another movie that sounds familiar in a lot of beats in terms of like storytelling and cinematography and just film in general? Love and Other Drugs. Have you seen that? Jake Gyllenhaal and Anne Hathaway.
I haven't seen it, no, but I know exactly the one you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah. It's got that. Yeah? It's not my recommendation for this week, but it's got that similar kind of chick flick, love, romance kind of story beats to it. But if you like things like 500 Days of Summer, I reckon you'd really like that too. It's a very, very good film.
No, but basically, I recommend this movie to everybody based on the premise: if you've loved, if you've lost, if you've been in love, if you've broken up.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I'm just saying, everybody would be able to relate to this movie in a certain way.
Yeah, very cool.
The moment of seeing somebody you fall in love, the moment of getting dumped by somebody that you loved, every kind of aspect of love and that whole... I'm going to pretend a word here, panagram of things. Yeah. No, it's a fantastic film. Unfortunately, I had a look. It's not on any streaming services in Australia. It might be in America.
Give it time.
But honestly, any digital renting service, you'd be able to find it. It shouldn't be expensive at all.
If anybody has things like iTunes, like an Apple TV, for example.
No, that's right.
I discovered the other day, after I completely fucking ruined my computer of downloading a few things, you can buy the entire miniseries of Chernobyl for $15 on iTunes.
Yeah, exactly. And this would be the same case. I can't imagine this being more than $5 to rent or even buy, honestly.
Yeah, it's a few years old now. You can find it online.
I have a fetch box at home. And that literally has a movie library that's unending.
Endless, yeah.
Like, I started scrolling one day and it starts with the numbers and then goes to A.
Yep.
I got to like C after like 12 minutes of constant like scrolling. Like,
so you can't just flick, you have to search for what you want.
Yeah, no, exactly right.
Yeah.
But 500 Days of Summer, people, very good film. Like,
beautiful.
It's exceptional.
Get onto it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be anywhere near as in-depth or as passionate about my recommendation, but I've been holding on to this one for quite a while.
Okay.
And it definitely shows a bit of a contrast in the back and forth of how our little dynamic of the things that we really enjoy. So I think my last recommendation was Always Be My Maybe. Was that my last recommendation?
No, your last one was Bone Tomahawk.
That is okay. So manly, gritty, violent movies.
Yes.
But I do like the odd chick flick and things like that. But this week I'm going for another manly, gritty thing.
Well, good. I just showed everybody our vagina side. Now you show us our cock side.
Cock side. Get on the cock side. Netflix original starring Ben Affleck, Charlie Hunnam, Oscar Isaac, Garrett Hedlund, Pedro Pascal, and a few other people. Triple Frontier.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
No.
So it's on Netflix at the moment. It's an original story, and it's got an amazing cast. I love Oscar Isaac and Ben Affleck. He's great.
Oscar Isaac. That name's ringing a bell.
He was Poe Dameron in the latest Star Wars movies. He was... All right, I'll show you a photo. Hold on, let it load up.
Yeah.
This guy. Have you seen him in anything?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, if you watch this, you'll know who I'm talking about.
Okay, so
Charlie
Triple
Hunnam,
Frontier.
Triple Frontier.
That's what I said.
Excellent, didn't hear
Triple.
You. All right, better
Put your headphone on.
properly.
Well done. There we go.
The crackling's gone.
Yes,
Charlie
Frontier.
Hunnam and Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah.
Hunnam.
Jax
from Sons of Anarchy, Pacific Rim. Yep. So, story goes: former special forces operatives reunite a plan to. Oh my fuck! God. I can't do this with the headphones on.
Something going on, eh?
Yeah,
like echoey.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. All right, so
sorry guys.
It's been a little while since I've seen this, but it's a. I'll read it out. So, former special forces operatives reunite to plan a heist in a sparsely populated multi-border zone of South America for the first time in their prestigious careers. These unsung heroes undertake this dangerous mission for themselves instead of the country. So, essentially, Oscar Isaacs drags like his group of friends who are, as we said, former special forces operatives to do one last job, which is supposed to be undercover, do it for themselves. But when they get to the country, they realize they're just planning a heist on like a drug mule, and they're going to steal all of his money and keep it for themselves.
Oh right,
yeah,
shit.
But when events take an unexpected turn and threaten to spiral out of control, their skills, loyalties, and their morals are pushed to a breaking point in an epic battle for survival. That's
well
the story.
Done. Yeah, you should be a movie trailer guy.
I wish I could. But so essentially, the story goes, as I said, Oscar Isaac and he gets all his friends together. Played by Ben Affleck and all them. They get together. They go to this country, South America. They go to this particular area, and they find this house. They break into it, and it's deserted. They plan it out. It's really interesting. All the money that's helmed by, pretty sure it's a drug lord of some sort of criminal mastermind like that.
Yeah.
So they realize that the walls are wet.
Okay.
And it's had fresh paint.
Are you doing your classic, you're going to tell the whole fucking movie?
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
no worries.
The money has been built into the walls.
Okay.
So they tear down these fucking walls, steal all this money, and they have the worst time trying to get it back out. And half of them,
Is it like every time something goes wrong, the Curb Your Enthusiasm music plays and it's like...
I wish.
No.
But for a Netflix film, it's one of those ones that has a higher budget, and you can definitely tell. I definitely think it would deserve to come out in cinemas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So to that level of... Yeah, so action... adult themes.
Well, you said Ben
violence.
Affleck and who
Oscar
else?
Isaac, Charlie Hunnam. Yeah,
that's a decent cast, man.
Yeah,
so this is a Netflix film.
Netflix original, and they're all really good.
Okay,
I definitely rate it. So anybody who's into those tactical espionage movies,
I was going to say it has a very later Fast and the Furious vibe.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
No. I'm not saying fast cars or anything like that, but I remember number 7 and that they start heisting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that far into it.
Sorry. Yeah.
I would relate it more to a really tame version of Black Hawk Down. Everybody's seen that movie. That movie's great. And that is obviously one of the most hyper-realistic war movies of all time.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's got that camaraderie.
Okay, right.
The
like
action.
Teaming up to do something like big together as a special forces kind of thing.
Last ride. One last hurrah, but it's not like family brothers. It's like, this is our chance. The government has fucked us this many times and we've got nothing for ourselves.
Okay, cool.
This is our chance to
got a chip on their shoulder and let's
bring
go
home
in there
millions of dollars. And
it
takes a while to convince all his friends to do so, and things fucking go wrong. But they, some of them get out of it.
Very actiony,
action heavy, yes, but it's also, as I said before, very very themed, so it's definitely a patience man's movie, but also an action lover as well.
Right. So one that, like, you see the wheel starting to turn, and then once it gets into gear, it gets good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I've been hanging on to this recommendation for quite a while, and I probably should have looked it up to get a little bit more information about it before recommending it.
No. We're professionals, mate. We know what we're doing.
Yeah. So directed by a bloke named J.C. Chandor. Have you heard of him before?
It sounds familiar. The Chandor does. And the JC does as well, but I'm thinking of JC Chazet from NSYNC. Anyway.
Cool. This guy's only done 4 movies, probably none that you've heard of.
Yeah.
Margin Call, All Is Lost, A Most Violent Year, and Triple Frontier.
Yeah,
You're
right.
man. You just
Okay.
hit your
No,
elbow.
yeah. I was like, maybe I want my headphones on and tried to reach them subtly, and my funny bone's funny.
Yeah, budget $115 million.
What?
So that's where your Santa Clarita Diet budget's going into
Are you
movies like
fucking
this.
retarded, Netflix?
Right.
$115 for this. 115 million, sorry.
Are you fucking retarded, Mitch?
I know, right? No, 115 million for a net. Is that how much money they've got now? Like, to throw at a movie.
Man, this movie, like, it definitely is up
No.
there. Like,
Yeah, no, I
it,
get
it
that.
deserves it for the budget that is. That's a big budget movie. That costs more than Castaway.
That's what I'm... Yeah, well, yeah, no, but that's it. What? No, sorry. Like,
I've
movies
gobsmacked
in the
you.
theater, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
If you look up Crawl right now,
Oh,
that budget would be 20 million.
Yeah,
Like, I guarantee it.
Crawl. Let's have a look to see if we've got any
Yeah,
information
no,
about
sorry,
the
people.
budget.
Everybody just take a breather for a minute, because I can't really...
Ready?
Yep.
17 million.
Oh my god, I'm a fucking genius.
Yeah.
Fuck me. That's
So-
right. So 17 million. So literally, Netflix spent $95 more million on a movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's insane
Just
to
to
me.
give to people last time they did this, it was the Cloverfield Paradox.
Yeah.
And that movie sucked huge
Yeah.
balls. So I didn't have a lot of faith in like Netflix originals, big budget Netflix originals being any
Exactly.
good.
Yeah.
But it's up there. But back onto Crawl for a second. One thing
Yes.
you failed to mention is the company that's producing it.
Mhm.
Ghost House Pictures.
Yes,
An American
yes.
film production company founded in 2002 by Robert Tapert and Sam Raimi.
Oh my god.
The company produces things like Don't Breathe,
Oh.
Evil Dead,
Yes, of course. Sam Raimi.
the
Yep.
most
Of
recent
course.
one,
Yep.
Drag Me to Hell, The
Oh,
Grudge,
That's a
and,
fun movie.
and 30 Days of Night.
Damn.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
If that
Ghost
doesn't,
House. Hell
if,
yeah.
if that doesn't get your boil,
Yeah, for Crawl.
If that doesn't get your blood boiling for Crawl,
Okay, so unless it was filmed here, it's obviously not an Australian film.
I would say
Well, we know Sam Raimi ain't Australian.
Yeah. That's correct. Yeah.
But by the way, people, if you don't know who Sam Raimi is, the original Evil Dead films and also Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 with Tobey Maguire, the greatest trilogy in the history of the world.
Yep.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, this definitely isn't Australian whatsoever.
Well, yeah, they say alligators, so yeah.
Yeah, but
Which is unfortunate if it was a croc movie. Oh.
yeah, it would have been so much better.
No, actually, that's the thing. They probably need the alligators in this movie because if it was a croc movie, it would last 10 minutes and the bitch would be dead. Simple as that.
Yeah, that's
Because
right.
crocs will eat your head.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
But my recommendation, Triple Frontier.
Yeah.
I didn't have a lot to say about it because it's been a little while since I've seen it. But
Well-
if you're into tactical espionage
Yeah.
movies, go watch it.
Well, with that much money behind it as well, the action is obviously top of the line.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And there's no special effects which seem
I've noticed
completely out of place. Like everything's on a live set. You know? It's really good. Yeah.
No, that's awesome. I've noticed with your recommendations, man, the movie ones, your recommend. Oh, I'm so sorry. I felt that burp just sitting. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry. I felt that burp just sitting there, and then I'm trying to talk and get a bit higher because I'm trying to keep it down. Yeah. No, I've noticed with your movie recommendations as well. You're recommending ones by directors who are like this is like their break. Like you've been recommending.
I gravitate
a few that,
towards that because
the guys who are getting a chance kind of thing. Because I can't remember the name of him, but the one who did Bone Tomahawk and Cell Block 9 as well. He has a very short list.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
but those
so
movies are great.
It's cool. I like that you're recommending things for guys who are getting a chance or like, you know, this is their breakthrough.
Big break, so to speak.
Keep that up, man. Loving that touch to the recommendations.
Like it's hard for me to just flick through and go, that looks good, I'm going to give that a crack.
No, yeah.
But harking back to the days of when I used to go to the video store myself, anybody living in like this particular Newcastle area, we used to go to my local Video Easy at Wall's End. That was my we should just pick movies off the shelf that looked cool.
That was literally it. You would see the front cover and you'd be like, oh, that draws my attention. So you then grab the case, turn it around, and you'd read that. A man and his daughter must fight for survival against ravenous alligators.
The biggest hit of
and you'd read it. You'd read it
1989.
Exactly, and you'd read it in your head like that.
Yeah,
as well. But also, my favorite part of that, off the back of the packet, off the back of the why can't I think of
the
case? Off the back of the case was. A marvelous spin ride down Journey's time. Marks Travis, Rolling Stone. Like, you know, you'd read those quotes as well from the reviews. Yeah. But Yeah, no.
Yeah,
But
like-
how the fuck did we get there?
I was saying
That's a
how,
rabbit
like,
hole.
Yeah, like you used to just
Yeah.
pick out movies and watch
Exactly,
them like that.
and you purely base it off.
Yeah. It's
That
hard
one
to do
little
that
blurb.
these days because you look at it and you go, oh, it's got 3 stars. Other people haven't liked this, so I'm not going to watch it.
Exactly. You've immediately got reviews and a rating and where it falls in your recommendation list. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And people don't watch movies because they go, oh, well, it doesn't have many good reviews or whatever, so they avoid it.
but also people have the ability now to turn a movie on and go, ugh, it's shit, and turn it off straight away and pick
go to
something
something
else.
else. Yeah.
You rented a video, you had to fucking watch that.
You
movie
watched
because
that
it's
bitch.
Like,
And
go
you
and get a new one
rewind it
tomorrow.
once you finish.
Well, yeah, exactly. But no, yeah, man, I missed the video store, bro.
Yeah,
Seriously,
fuck
I would
yeah.
still be working at mine if it existed. Yeah, man.
But yeah, like, so I don't remember.
My apologies.
I don't know what stars Triple Frontier has. I would rate it a 5 out of 5. So
Pretzels, bruh.
yeah, I'd give it 5 out of 5 pretzels.
Okay.
If there was 5 pretzels, I would eat all 5.
I've noticed over the weeks your rating system is so fucking backwards, man. You've literally rated movies 6.5 pretzels out of 5. You gave that to definitely maybe, like Be My Maybe or
Yeah.
whatever. Like, so, like, I just don't understand you.
There wasn't supposed to be any kind of context to that, man. That was
Okay.
a joke.
Wow, 5 pretzels? That's fantastic,
Yes,
man.
5
Awesome.
pretzels.
If I was
Yeah.
giving 500 Days of Summer a pretzel rating, I would
500 days of pretzels.
Yeah, I was gonna say $4.99 because honestly, there is one day that it was a bit, but yeah, no,
well.
yeah, 500 pretzels out of 5 pretzels. Yeah,
Excellent.
500 Days of pretzels. Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
See, that's fine.
Anyway,
Anyway.
this episode's been weird, man.
Episode 12, Two's Company
Episode
Three's
12
podcast.
of Two's Company Three's a podcast, available on Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
Big Summer Blowout.
Oh, that was perfect, man.
I'm getting there.
We don't rehearse this shit, people.
No, we
God
do
damn, that's
not.
beautiful.
We kind of get here and we go, do you have anything to talk about this week? And we go, no, do you? Yes. Okay, good. We're fine.
Basically, every week, one of us has got a list of things to talk about, and the other one forgot.
Yeah. Well, I
But-
think this week, because we got a bit thrown off track because of
Way thrown off track, man.
technical difficulties,
Yeah.
it allowed the world to catch up a little bit. We had like the Little Mermaid, we had Mulan, we had
No, that's
you
right,
know,
exactly.
Charlie's
Added
Angels
quite a
trailer
bit
and
to
all
the
those
list.
things.
Yeah. But also, I'm in the midst of my 1 day off out of 7 at the moment, so I'm a bit all over the place. But come beginning of next week, man, I'm going to be firing ready. I'm like, surely there's something I can add there, but no,
you're gonna be
I'm going to be
firing-
firing ready. I'll be ready to rumble.
Excellent.
For anybody who's made it this far, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate all of your support, your feedback, your comments. Make sure you head over to the Facebook page and give that a follow. Twitter, we have one. If you want to, you can find it. If not, I don't know. But yeah, no, of course, available Podbean, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube.
And if anybody wants me to, I'm also happy to upload. But if you can't hear this, you're not going to be able to make this suggestion anyway. But if you know anybody else who would be interested, who somehow doesn't have access to any of those things, I will only do this if somebody actually tells me to. If nobody does, I'm not
I didn't
going
even know
to.
what you're going to say, and I'm really tense right now.
I mean, podcasts seem to do pretty well on SoundCloud as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So if anybody wants me to do that, I will. But if I don't have to, I won't.
Okay, no, that's fair enough.
You know,
yeah.
because we've
Maybe
made
we
it
should
available.
throw that out on the Facebook page as well.
I
And
will.
just say, hey, does anybody have any easier access to SoundCloud or something?
Yeah,
you know?
if it's easy for anybody, I'll upload them all to SoundCloud as well. I'm not going to go to like Bandcamp and all those kind of joints like some podcasts do. Like,
Oh,
fuck that.
wow. Disrespect. Throwing out the... Jesus.
But yeah, but for everybody so far, thanks for listening. My name is Dylan, as always, along with my co-host.
Mitch Helen of Troy.
Damn it, where's my... There it is.
Yeah,
Excellent.
thank you. I'm going to get you every week now.
Yes, you will.
I'm going to write myself a list of funny names.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very
this
much for listening.
Yeah, this has been a show. It's been a good time. I had a great time. Do you want the mug? Actually, we should send this out to somebody. The runner-up.
Who was it? Did we have a runner-up?
We only drew one name. So Natalia's going to get a nice brand new mug, and maybe we should... Wait, what? Did you just point some... What are you
I was
pointing at?
about to say, why don't you pull the name out of the hat again? But your
I know, I
lunchbox
was-
hasn't been used since then.
No, that's right. My lunchbox does not have the list of names anymore. But yeah, actually, legit. Let's just send this to somebody. Send somebody an inbox and be like, "Hey, do you want a mug?" That's not function. Oh my god, we've already done the sign off. Why are we talking, Dylan? Music.
Don't what?
I don't know.
Well, this time on Mitch's moment.
Oh, fuck, right. Yeah, can I do Mitch's moment?